the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Iowa's offense will come out first. So the last nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affects.
Trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Raiola. A little release to the back. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Escapes the sack. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Plows through the defense. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield.
Difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A little bit tough up there with all of that snow, and he muffs it.
Job number 1 as a punt returner. I know they want to make big plays, but you've got to secure that catch. He puts it on the ground, and Jesse, the offense or punt team, whatever you want to call them, immediately Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, and they got downfield in a hurry. You saw gunners were winning one-on-one. They were able to get down the field, defeat their blocks. They had that guy surrounded. Even if he fair caught it, I mean, he had people all around him.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
To the air, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Key. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Creates a little space. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Got a man. It's Barney. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the grab. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Out of the gun to give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Finds a tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Punt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Hard running there. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
With jet sweep pass. Oh, he's got prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On target to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
And the Huskers are on the move. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Johnson. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gill. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moulton. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different...
They'll go to the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0. But, David, now the chance to answer.
And this defense has been suffocating. And this is so hard. When you don't have the answers early, man, and the defense hits you in the mouth, You got to find some plays quickly here to try to make this a football game.
This is an offense that has a lot of pride. They're not used to being in this position. I think it's going to take one effort, one individual great play to finally wake this team up and get them back some momentum.
And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
It's complete to the right and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Illegal block in the back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense at an empty set. Wants to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
It'll be third and long. He's got the tight end. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. When you get this deep in the season and that 0 is still in the lost column, that target on your back just gets bigger and bigger.
And some people handle it better than others. We've seen some teams melt late in the season, and we've seen other teams thrive on it and embrace it. So this team so far has embraced it, and everything they've shown me, Jesse, throughout the regular season says that they're going to continue to embrace it and continue to play well.
Yeah, that's a great point, guys. They've got the target on their backs right now. They're not sneaking up on anybody the way they might have done earlier in the year when we didn't quite know who they were or what they're about. Everybody right now in the entire country, in all of college football, knows that this team's for real. They've got to put it together now to close this season out strong.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.